In the trap, like.
Please tell me you know Yu-Gi-Oh! You played Yu-Gi-Oh! You talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! You watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Sounds like a WWE wrestler. Tell me I'm wrong. This might be one of the most underrated or undervalued foot items in FIFA 21. He could be a backup in Vikings, the Belgian Vikings. What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the LaBelle to ring a ding ding. Smack that thing. Bars. Today, we are talking top 15 wingers in FIFA 21. If you like this concept, this series, support it. YouTube appreciates when you like a video, and so do I. That's why we talk about it. We're uploading daily. You're working hard. Even though you don't necessarily have any monetary change from likes or comments, of course, you want people to interact and engage with the video. Content that you think's gonna hit, that you believe the community wants. So I need you to comment down below, who are the best center attacking midfielders? Not left wingers. We can have that debate as well. But if you want to be featured in future videos, we're looking at center attacking midfielders as the next selective that I'm gonna bring out to the people. That is the game plan. And then we're getting to the box to box. I'd love to split those categories, but I feel as if the center mids and the center defensive mids have to go within the same video, because there's too many center mids that are more so built to be a holding mid and holding mids that are built to be a classic box to box or have more variety built into them besides their standardized foot item. That should make sense. Criteria, welcome, pay attention. All players must be a left winger default, left wing, left forward, left midfielder. No icons, we'll make a separate video for icons. Only one iteration of players. This is not price-based, it is solely about ability. Get your popcorn out, we are gonna run this up. Positivity at its finest, let's go. Douglas Costa, rule breaker. Might be the lifetime best Douglas Costa we're gonna get. Definitely the best so far to be released. 85 finishing, 86 curve, 82 composure. A lot of you love this man. I wasn't on board the same way, but I also wasn't jumping off this ship. I appreciate what shifted. However, what destroys this foot item currently, because we have so many options, is a 72 stamina. I've got to ask you, are you comfortable subbing off Douglas Costa early or having a dramatic regression or pace loss in some of that movement as fatigue starts to sit in? Sterling. The chicken wing just doesn't work on Sterling. I wish that he shared in the way that Robin moves with that same chicken wing and the style of the running up here to T-Rex movement. I'm always left asking for more. When we're looking at his rating, how he performs on the actual pitch, the output just doesn't match up. And the price point also supports my theory, or my opinion. He's only 180,000 coins with a rare foot item, 89 overall in the Premier League. Fati, oof. Still deadly to this day. The speed, the dribbling. Somehow he got an 88 finishing. He finessed EA early on. The diamond on the pitch was how he's cutting through the defense, or cutting down the defense, or chopping trees in the midfield. I've also unfortunately experienced multiple super sub appearances from the great Fati. You don't want to meet this Spanish Egyptian god card. That might be a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Please tell me you know Yu-Gi-Oh! You played Yu-Gi-Oh! You talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! You watched Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not up there with Pokemon, but it's sitting in one tier below. Felipe Anderson, solid SBC return. You had inside information because Porto was likely to advance, and we knew that prior to completing the SBC. Extra quick with the first step. Clutch from my own personal experience has to have a mention on my list. Trusted. He has a key to the apartment. Verratti, we may never get another usable version. This is part of that foot freeze, shapeshifter, snowman, Santa, reindeer. One of those foot items did not feel like Christmas and it did not feel like Footmas. But this Verratti does have a certain essence to him that does feel Messi-esque, and that's just not gonna happen again. With that high aggression, it's surprisingly rather effective with the bridge dribble, where you're able to get in there almost as if you have road rage. You take the ball off your opposition, you kick them to the side. Scott Sinclair, this might be a shocking choice. 82 overall, but I think not. He's in that dumb broken category. The Ryan Kents of the previous years, the Chucky Lozanos. The speed shows, the curve is there, 90th minute finesse shots. You do not forget to salute Scott Sinclair, which sounds like a WWE wrestler. Tell me I'm wrong. Bamba, Mo Bamba. I have heavy first-hand experience. Impressive movement. He's also naturally evasive. I find myself winning plenty of matchups, and when I look at my stats at the end of a weekend league, he's a viable attacking contributor. He never lets me down. Overall collective of easy on the eyes, key plays, pretty clutch. Just not lackluster. He's not average. Not that anyone on this list is average, but I've really enjoyed Bamba with those French links. He gets into so many different squads and different types of roles. I've used him as a starter. I've used him off the bench. I've given him opportunities, and he always gives me 2 thumbs up. Carrasco. We have a love-hate relationship. Just depends who he's representing. This might be one of the most underrated or undervalued foot items in FIFA 21. Even since the launch of the title, when he had a standard gold foot item, he was not expensive. He was at that point very overpowered, and this has just been the secondary upgrade to that same foot item where he's grown to be more of a killer. This is some savagery. He could be a backup in Vikings, the Belgium Viking. I'm not sure that that's gonna work. Speaking of Belgiums, Hazard, 90 overall. Frankly, this kind of makes me angry. He's solid, but we haven't seen Hazard hit his potential in a FIFA installment yet. The closest we've had is a team of the season iteration in FIFA 19, where he actually felt a little different. Some of the goals that he was scoring, the movement, and I believe it deals with his body type. He's a little bit thicker, a little stockier, and something just doesn't come together that allows him to be at this upper echelon. So he's still good. He's still an impactful performer, but for his rating and expectation, I always am left saying, what could have been? St. Maximin, in form, 83 overall. We've all sinned, but blessings are provided each and every weekend with the Saint. I wouldn't be surprised if there is some sort of Gucci shrine that you can go pray to or drop some blessings somewhere located in France. It might be unlikely in Newcastle. I just can't see them putting together the Gucci movement. But then again, I've never been to Newcastle, and he's probably worshipped for FIFA experience that he offers on the virtual pitch. That was a lot to get out there in that one sentence or thought process. De La Feo. What is this item? If you have him, congratulations. I reckon this man is usable until team of the season. All the meta stats in line for the most part. The only downfall is with his stamina, but other than that, everything's at a premium. I still go up against him regularly. I'm yet to enjoy any of those matchups. De La Feo is superior versus any fullback, and he's a true winger, and I have no idea where this foot item came from. Son, we're getting closer to Sonaldo. Technically, this version of Son can improve. I'd say it's highly likely we do see the true Sonaldo package upcoming. Maybe not delivered with that Amazon shipment type of speed, but coming soon. I'll never forget the Purple Sun, which in my opinion started the Sonaldo movement, but the finishing, the curve, the composure, this would be higher if this was a different list. If it wasn't about wingers, but maybe more so a center attacking mid or a striker, some out of position players, but just wait for it because we've got a premium top 3. Mane, 91 overall. Nice. Explosive, deliberate, relentless, reckless, dynamic. Mane is gross this year. He's a rare breed, and they just don't replicate many players that have what he has. Mane plays into the high pressure play. Lots of risk, being aggressive. You're going to be rewarded if you have Mane in that starting 11. Rashford, and if you know me, then you realize how difficult this was for me to have him at number 2. I went back and forth. Highly debatable. It depends what you're looking for, but he's got the scoop turns. He's never tired. In fact, he's got skill moves for all of your family members. If anybody needs a body feint, a step over, Rashford can deliver that on cue. Passing is solid, 80 strength. And it also feels as if he has a 5-star weak foot in many instances. I've scored so many bangers with his left foot to go with his right. You probably put 2 and 2 together, but I have Neymar at number 1. And I think his turning and ball control is what barely puts Neymar greater than or ahead of Rashford. I had this internal debate heavily because they're very different stylistic approach to playing FIFA. And if you prefer a winger that's a little more put your head down, you're leaking out for through balls, Rashford could be your guy. But if you're looking, you're searching for that final third creativity, that innovative play, Neymar's turning. And if you're gifted with skill combinations and just left stick dribbling in general, I think that you're going to receive a larger competitive advantage. And also where you're playing them on the pitch, because if we made this same list and you told me Neymar or Rashford as a striker, I would rather have Rashford as a striker than Neymar. I'm very interested in some of your lists because I'm already expecting controversy. And I do have a disclaimer. I probably should have put this at the beginning portion of the video. I didn't include Pulisic because I haven't used them. I haven't seen anybody use them. I'm not sure. Has anybody unlocked them yet? He has an 87 overall. It's the final item if you complete the story portion of objectives, and we're 10 days into the new month. I just haven't had any experience. But if you enjoyed the content, like the video, share it around, get in the comments, talk to me about center attacking midfielders, and I have a lot more coming out for you ASAP.